thinking. Got to get to loose so I can.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
I can't express how good it is to have you with us here on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal. The action tonight out in New York as the Knicks play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. There was no rust on them at all coming into the regular season. They were in mid-season form from day one.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Bucks. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
I just loved the rhythm they got into offensively. I mean, they really started to click from the outset, and it carried through the whole way.
And that result was indeed impressive. They basically cruised all the way home.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the center position.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Samuel Dalembert, a 6'11" shot blocker and rebounder. His numbers are solid, but he seems to have a way of wearing out his welcome with coaches. You notice he's played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons.
Now, here is Irving. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
Calderon against Irving. Stoudemire with the screen on Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And James with the basket on the assist by Irving. LeBron's got his first points in this one.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Now, here is Smith playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. Calderon for 3. Here's Dalembert. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Here's Irving, averaging 28 points a game. All sorts of time. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Irving's got 5.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Calderon kicks to Smith. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, that was a big win for them. And an impressive performance, mainly down in the paint. Their rebounding advantage was the difference in the game.
The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Calderon kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Calderon. And that is good.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Steve mentioned the huge discrepancy on the glass, Clark, in their blowout win the last time out there.
And, guys, if those rebounding numbers are anywhere close to the same today, I think the result will be exactly the same as well. Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Now let's find out what head coach Derek Fisher had to say to DB. Doris?
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
All right, Doris, thanks.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Hardaway. Smith outside. Smith left side. The feed to Hardaway. Stolen by Waiters. Jumps up. Irving passes to Waiters. Love kicks to LeBron. Lets the three fly. Another three for Cleveland.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Calderon dishes to Stoudemire. Stoudemire right side. Back to Calderon. 6 to shoot. Stoudemire kicks to Calderon. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Smith on the wing. To halt the run, and it's blocked. The drive by James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for LeBron. And, of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense. Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 9th in rebounding, 11th in scoring, and they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. When you can be in that company, you're giving yourself a chance to be a winning team.
And the rebounding is really the key stat that I'm looking at right there with all those numbers you talked about, Clark. This is a team that really tries to be physical, and when they're able to secure boards, that does a lot of things for them. It helps their defense, keeping teams from getting second chance opportunities against them, and it fuels their fast break.
And so here's Cleveland, 9-point game. Irving kicks to James. James left side. And the rejection by Stoudemire. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 to shoot. LeBron outside. It's stolen by Smith. Calderon with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. And LeBron throws it down hard.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Now here's Calderon, averaging 12 points a game. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Waiters gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Hardaway against Waiters. Stoudemire kicks to D'Alembert. Stolen by Verejao. The drive by James. Battles through traffic and lays it in. James has got 16 points.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Hardaway. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Smith. Verejao grabs the board.
Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter. Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center. Great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
It's stolen by Calderon. Outside Hardaway. Kicks it to Calderon. Back to Hardaway. Passes it to D'Alembert. Calderon, a screen on Varejao. Shot clock at 6. Smith with a wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play is Hardaway. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Varejao coming in to the league primarily as a defensive energy guy, but he's expanded his offensive skill set and has made great improvement as a passer. From his rookie season to now, he's more than doubled his rate of assist.
It's stolen by D'Alembert. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Yeah, they did a great job last year of sharing the ball, pushing the ball in transition, really spreading out the scoring, and they were very productive as a team.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Waiters. Gets it down to single digits. Early's got his first 3 points of the game. And Verejao, a good decision maker, Steve, for a center. A 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio last year.
And he had a terrific season as a 2-point jump shooter. You know, able to spread the defense out a little bit and operate from the high post.
Marion passes to James. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Kyrie Irving. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. He's averaging 28 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal. And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Marion setting the pick for Irving. Marion outside. Back to Irving. It's Marion with the drive. Thompson inside. Defended by Bargnani. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Knicks trail by 8. Larkin dishes to Outlaw. Marion against Bargnani. Pass to Early. But Trey. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And it's Thompson with the jam.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
It's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
Here's Larkin. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Shot from the wing. Shot's good from Bargnani.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Marion setting the pick for Irving. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Irving's got 7 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Here is Outlaw. And here's Bargnani. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Outside Irving. Stolen by Bargnani. Here's Early. Rebound by Dellavedova.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Inside, here's Early. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about. They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Cleveland ahead, up 11. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
This Saturday, December 6th, Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors go on the road to battle the Chicago Bulls. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
How about the shooting so far? It's been a clinic out there. They are lighting it up and really creating open looks for each other.
Well, Steve, there hasn't been much resistance and when they've been on the offensive end, so they've taken advantage of it.
Early out there with Larkin. Then there's Jason Smith. Then there's Travis Outlaw. And it's Bargnani in a power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Jones. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. And that one's good.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Early kicks to Larkin. Smith with a screen on Lucas. Larkin, the pass to Smith. And the layup falls.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Dellavedova kicks to Lucas. Outside, Jones. Dishes to Dellavedova. And the pass to Lucas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. The Knicks shooting well. They're at 45%.
You know, there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps get to the playoffs. But injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from two great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. And so it's Cleveland with it after New York gets the 3. Here's Dellavedova. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too. And his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
And Cleveland ended 10th in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close, but they couldn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, there would be a lot of shocked analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer, and your team can jump to the top of the East.
New York calls timeout. Well, Clark, playing in New York can be nerve-rattling, and the Knicks had a lot of trouble last season getting wins here at home.
And, Kevin, if you look at where they ended up in the standings, a lot of it is because they just couldn't defend this court like they needed to.
So for the Knicks, Stoudemire's checked in for Bargnani. Smith comes in for Travis Outlaw. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Early. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Dion Waiters comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's stolen by Jones. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Waiters trying to get open as Thompson. Waiters no luck.
As you mentioned, the Knicks' shortcomings started at home as they went sub-500 here. Teams just don't make the playoffs with a losing record on their home floor.
You know, it appeared to me that at times the Knicks did press a little too hard at home last year. They seemed to be forcing things that just weren't there in an effort to appease this very demanding New York Knicks crowd. And I think that pressure led to poor performance.
The Knicks making a switch here. Calderon's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Varejão's checked in. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lucas dishes to Jones. Clock at 6. Raiders against Hardaway.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here is Calderon, following the score by Cleveland. Hardaway passes to Smith. Smith drives in. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Varejão with a screen on Calderon. Lucas kicks to Varejão. Jones against Smith. The shot will not go. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Stoudemire. That falls. Nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. Stoudemire's got his first bucket of the night. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Lucas dishes to Love. Varejão passes to Love. Jones against Smith. Left side, Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. It's going to be Calderon shooting. It's going to be on Varejão. Samuel Dalembert, who's checked in for Jason Smith. The Knicks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
Knicks trail by 11. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Calderon's got 9 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And Varejão kicks to Jones. He dishes it to Love. Feeds it to Waiters. Lucas inside. He's guarded by Calderon. 4 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Dalembert with a screen on Waiters. Stoudemire the pass to Smith. He kicks it to Hardaway. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's D'Alembert, and a good offensive board when he gets the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. LeBron's checked in for Jones, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Lucas. Now here's Hardaway, averaging 12 points a game. Here's Irving. Calderon pulls it in. Knicks trail by 7. Here's the floater. And James pulls it down.
He has not been on his game, and, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Shot is off. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. The Knicks have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. The shot's good from Smith.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now here's Waiters. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. And LeBron James good for 3. James has got 22 points.
He made 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, so he continues to shoot the ball well.
Calderon dishes to Stoudemire. He feeds it to D'Alembert. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run-on.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Now here is Irving. He has 7. There's the dish to Waiters. Irving kicks to Waiters. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Calderon against Irving. Calderon passes to Hardaway. Left side, Hardaway. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Hardaway has got 7 now in this quarter.
How about that for a response?
We'll say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Travis Outlaw's checked in for New York. A switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches, and you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. As everyone knows, Amari Stoudemire has had to battle back from his share of numerous injuries, and he switched to a vegan diet in order to help stay healthy. He said it was tough, and when asked which foods he missed the most, he said, "I love chicken and I love Chilean sea bass. I missed it, but I wanted to stay strong." Guys?
Interesting. Thanks, Doris. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year, only 14 road wins. It's not going to cut it. Here's Outlaw. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that
one. LeBron against Smith. The drive by LeBron. The kick out to Irving. Right side, Irving. And the shot is good. Irving's got 9. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster. So you can assume things will be different. Clark on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
Calderon, no good.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Here's LeBron. The stupendous finish in traffic. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Hardaway against Waiters. The 11-footer, and again it's New York.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
On the wing, Irving. Left side, Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 11.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Smith. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so we wrap up the... second half about to start here in just a few moments.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 26 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's D'Alembert. And James pulls it down. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Calderon. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Well, last year LeBron mentioned that he was jealous of Durant's shot totals. Just an offhanded remark by him, but it did open up some speculation by what he meant.
Irving against Calderon. Right at the free throw line, and again it's Kyrie Irving. And now a 12-point Cleveland lead.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
D'Alembert sets a screen for Calderon. In low to D'Alembert. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seems.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house or items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
That one is off. And with Cleveland, it was just a train of events that led to the bad environment between players getting into it with each other and saying they wanted out of Cleveland. Some players saying it was about their brand and nothing else. They did everything they could do to get things in order this summer and did a pretty good job at it.
On better footing now, for sure.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 9, and he gets it to go. Hardaway's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Irving against Calderon. Now, here is Irving. He's got 16. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
And for the Cavs, they needed to have a big change in culture, and they seemingly did that with bringing LeBron back into the fold and hiring Black. You can expect them to be solely focused on winning games this season.
Now, here's Calderon. Launches it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. 6th in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And the points per game really stand out to me, Clark, when you're talking about all those numbers, because this is a team that's very well coached, and they seem to get good shots every trip down the floor. I think they've got a good plan. They have great spacing. And when you combine that with unselfishness, you're going to see a team that scores pretty consistently.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Well, how about the numbers for this club? As a team, 79% from the free throw line this year.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris.
Sometimes it's as simple as just being recommitted defensively. They've stepped it up here in the second half at that end of the floor.
LeBron dishes to Irving. Pass to Waiters. And he lays it straight in. Waiters got 7 points.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Here's Larkin. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hardaway against Waiters. Now here's Hardaway. Defense is right there. Right through the knee for the layup.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Irving attacking. It's rebounded by New York. Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hardaway kicks to Smith. Can't get it to go. Good D from Love. Waiters on the wing, guarded by Stoudemire. And Waiters kicks to Irving, beyond the arc. And it's James missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Hardaway, no good.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Waiters with the ball. Now Smith defending. There's the 3. And James with the basket on the assist by Irving. And that's 31 points for LeBron.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Now here's LeBron. He has 31. Here's Love. Good work defensively by Stoudemire.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
The Cavaliers leading by 13. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Irving. Larkin, the pass to Stoudemire. And Stoudemire getting double-teamed. Varejao grabs the board. Varejau's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shots good by Waiters. Waiters got 4 this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Larkin. J.R. Smith on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he sinks the layup. Smith's got 9.
That finish brings me back to the old days. Silky smooth finger roll.
So for the Knicks, Bargnani is checked in for Stoudemire. Outlaw comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's early in for Hardaway. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Dion Waiters. Here's Dellavedova, averaging 6 points per contest. Here's Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
And Thompson throws it down.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively, ready to react and make a play.
Now, here is Bargnani. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. LeBron outside. Irving up top. He's looking for Marion and finds him. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Here's Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll really help his development as a player and a leader, too.
That's guaranteed.
Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's cut his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact.
Now, here is Bargnani, averaging 8 points a game. Passes it to Early. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Marion.
And for Irving, some have said he over-dribbles and tries to freelance too much offensively. They'd like to see him become more pass-oriented. Some of that really a function of personnel, but I think he can and will improve as a passer.
And so it's New York with it after LeBron James's miss. Here's Bargnani. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound tonight. James left side. Outside Irving. The drive by James. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrea Bargnani. You talk about areas for Irving to improve, Clark. Defense certainly part of it.
Yeah, and with LeBron back, I think every player will be held to a higher standard defensively. No question. Kyrie, a player with a lot of responsibility offensively, but to be great, you got to do it at both ends.
Samuel Dalembert, who's checked in for Bargnani.
Well, with the shakeups for the Knicks, with the coaching change and even the change in the front office during last season, you'd absolutely expect them to take on a new direction.
Here's Larkin. And there's the feed to Dalembert. That's good. Dalembert's got 13.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
They had a little bit of a hiccup to get the overhaul started, but once summer was in full swing, Clark, the Knicks made a lot of changes.
Well, getting Fisher to coach and then implement the triangle was a big one, and they also made some trades to shake up a roster that many felt underachieved last year. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Larkin kicks to Smith. Banked in off the glass. Dalembert's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
The drive by James. Outside Irving. LeBron passes to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Thompson's got 8 points.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Knicks trail by 18. There's 53 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Now here's Marion. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. LeBron against Smith. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
The Knicks making a switch here. Calderon's checked in.
So many accomplishments in LeBron's career, but one milestone he reached last year, 20,000 points, 5,000 assists, and 5,000 rebounds in his first 800 games played. That's incredible.
Early shots good.
Beautiful dish down low.
The Cavaliers leading by 19. LeBron outside, kicks to Irving. Now James. He's got 34.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for LeBron. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Calderon with it. Dallenberg's got space. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sport.
Tune in this Friday night, December 5th. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. A battle in the East. Make sure to catch it.
And our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Irving.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Just great assists like the one we just saw.
Calderon at the 1, Hardaway Jr. at the 2. Stoudemire out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Dallenberg in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Good on the shot.
Virtually uncontested. And it's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Calderon dishes to Smith. Back to Calderon. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Up the floor. James, no good.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Calderon kicks to Smith. That's tipped. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Waiters against Hardaway. Calderon passes to Stoudemire. Irving with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. LeBron is running.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Stoudemire outside. Smith left side. Hardaway dishes to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for him.
Here's Love, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Calderon against Irving. Shot is blocked, and they get it back. And they're able to recover. Calderon, no good. Cleveland with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Hardaway. Irving kicks to James. A 3 ball. Pass to Waiters. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Irving for three, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 16 points here in the second half.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Stoudemire with the bucket.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. LeBron against Smith. LeBron kicks to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 30 points for Kyrie Irving.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Smith. Oh, that's blocked. The drive by LeBron. Dishes it to Verejao. There's the triple. And it's Irving missing. The Knicks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Calderon passes to Stoudemire. In low to D'Alembert. And he gets it to go.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Cleveland's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Irving dishes to Waiters. Now the pass to James.
You know, guys, every coach would love to play his star player every minute of an NBA season, but it's impossible given the limits of endurance and the risk of injury. It's basically a balancing act. I think teams are becoming wiser, though, in terms of keeping players fresh and helping them recover between games.
Knicks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Calderon against Irving. Calderon kicks to Smith, looking to end his cold spell. Smith missing again.
And looking at player recovery, now with the ability to track player movement, either with cameras or even sensors that players can wear, teams are better able to measure the workload of players, helping them make decisions about where rest is needed and when it's needed, and even help them predict when there's a risk of injury, and that's really a golden bullet. And again, another example of information being used to enhance player performance.
James against Smith. Back to LeBron. Verejao with a screen on Smith. LeBron passes to Love. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Love's got 4 points this quarter. And guys, across sports, the key to winning is keeping your star players available.
Well, teams are learning a lot from player tracking. For one, morning shoot-arounds may be more draining than we realized, so some teams are cutting those down. And also, athletes do better with frequent short rests, so subbing often can leave players with more energy in crunch time.
Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Verejao.
Jose Calderon signed by the Mavericks to a 4-year contract last season. Along with Monte Ellis, he helped elevate Dallas to become a top-5 team offensively.
And Clark Calderon traded this offseason to the New York Knicks. They feel they've made an upgrade at that position.
I would venture to say they did. Raymond Felton struggled last season. Felton is a better defender than Calderon, but offensively I don't think there's much comparison. Calderon's an excellent passer, and he's one of the best shooters in league history on the catch and off the dribble.
Haywood dishes to Jones. The tray, and that one's good.
And those are not the kind of three-point opportunities you can give to shooters in the NBA. These guys are just too good.
You're exactly right. It'll burn you every time, just like it's burning them here.
And here's Bargnani outside. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. It's Marion with the drive. The shot misses, and New York will come the other way. Here's AC. He dishes it to Aldridge. Launches it. And that's good. Jose Calderon for 3.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
116.
Dellavedova kicks to Jones.
You look at NBA defenses now, more and more they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics, because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
And you know, it seems players are starting to avoid those long twos early in the shot clock.
Yeah, and especially the elite scorers, becoming much more conscious about their shot selection. Last season, the top 5 scorers were more efficient than at any time since the ABA-NBA merger almost 4 decades ago.
Calderon, no good.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Dellavedova. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
Well, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
To the wing right side. Here's Early. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Cavaliers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Lucas up top. He's guarded by Calderon. Dellavedova, the pass to Jones. It's rebounded by New York.
Great look. Disappointing result.
Most times he knocks that one down.
Here's AC, defended by Jones. The three. Calderon, no good.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Dellavedova dishes to Haywood. Great open look there.
They're spraying him home from mid-range today, guys.
Yeah, reliable weapon, and that's a sign that the offense is working. They're really moving the ball well and finding good opportunities.
Calderon against Lucas. And here is Aldridge. Haywood with the block. Now here's Jones. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Dellavedova missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Here's Aldridge. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Dellavedova. Feeds it to Jones. He kicks it to Dellavedova.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team, but one thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team. And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
This win will give them victories in each of the first 2 games of this season series. In the end, this game turned out to be just a continuation of what we've already seen.
Yeah, they've got their sights now set on a 3-0 sweep, and given what's going on in the first 2 games, that's probably what'll happen.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Kyrie Irving. He was really everywhere. Defensively, offensively, the total effort we saw from him, I think, was the difference.
Here's Haywood. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. That free throw good from Haywood. A different look for New York. Outlaw comes in for Quincy Ace, and it's Larkin in for Jose Calderon. New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Outlaw. Aldridge kicks to Larkin. Rebounded by Marion. Here's Dellavedova. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Kevin, you guys had a tremendous second half. What were